Collective, welcome, welcome, welcome. This is not a life path specific reading that I do for the other videos. So this is for everybody who gets to reach this video, okay? Regardless of who you are, whatever your life path, star signs, astrological placements, whatever, yada. If this message found you right now, as timelessly as it is, I don't even know the title of this video. It will be done at the end of the reading. Whatever the card will unfold. Boom. You're the bouquet. Collective. The bouquet means to me that you are in a state of happiness. I think what the bouquet resonates with me today, right now, collective, it's giving, you're reaping what you have sown. Okay, whoever this collective I'm talking to, okay, whoever you are, this particular group is now at a time that they're reaping the rewards of their labor. You're harvesting. Huh? You're definitely harvesting. You're harvesting some form of happiness. I don't believe whatever you're reaping is physically tangible. I think it's something related to your emotions. It's a deep feeling. What is this deep feeling, collective? What are you reaping exactly? Huh? You're reaping the ability to enjoy everything that you're grateful for. You're truly grateful, collective. And this point of time, you're looking back at everything that you've done, with everything you've sown, and the thing that you're reaping is appreciating who you are. You're embracing that all the things that I've done so far, I am now appreciating them. And I'm grateful that I am living. That's your happiness. It's your happiness. You're looking intently at your journey from the past, okay? You're looking at that journey. I will skip to your past placement because the King of Wands is definitely looking at something, okay? What is it looking at? Okay? What is the source of this happiness? What have you sown, collective? Magician. This is what you've, right? This is what you're looking at your past placement. You were the magician, okay? You brought your thoughts and mind. You brought it, okay? Now remember, the magician is pointing at two things. I will focus on the card. I will draw an extra card because I do a Celtic cross. I'll draw the 11th card very early on because the magician came out. And I wanted to know, what is the magician pointing to? What is your wand? Because I want you to show. On the table, you have the three suits. The pentacle, the cup, and the sword. And there's a wand. But you're holding a wand here. That white wand to your right hand. What were you manifesting? What is that thing that you manifested in the past that you have manifested to break free from the choices that make you doubt about yourself. That was what you were wishing for. And you being the King of Wands looking back, I will show you exactly what the magician was trying to point out in this scenario. What is the magician trying to prove to you as it is sun? Because remember, we're now looking at what this hand is pointing to, which is technically the reason why you're doing all of these stuff, okay? What are you pointing out exactly, collective? What is this? Your expertise. I've just done a 22 life path reading about service, and you are currently being a person of tradition. Tradition in the sense that you just want to show people how things are done. You're just showing people how things are done, and you're looking back at this placement. You're checking with yourself, what can I do best? What can I do best? What can I do better after right now? And you're appreciating whoever you've become. From the magician, you become the Hierophant. Right? You became the Hierophant. You became the expert. You're appreciating the pedestal that you've built for yourself. However, the obstacle that causes you to be here is you have this collective, even though you're looking at the reason why you're looking at the past position, you're looking at who you were, it's because you're also at the same time having a dilemma of, what should I do? Have I really satisfied all the things that I've needed to do? You're now going back to this position again. You're starting to doubt whatever you've done. It looks like that you're feeling that you're in a position where you're no longer able to repeat it in the future. What's making you think like that? Want to come out? Because you think that you have already achieved everything. It feels that it is the dream come true and there's nothing more further. Exactly that. Even if you're grateful, appreciative of who you were, you're now in the place where, is there something more for me? I think that's your question. Somewhere between those lines, collective. And it looks like sunflowers is the theme of this reading. Look, sun is flowers, sunflowers, the sunflower held by the Queen of Wands, and you're the bouquet. You're feeling this happiness. I think your guides are related to flowers. So, if you're feeling challenged of whatever this is, think of the flower. So, flowers are your guides, for sure, collective. Now, what will be the near future of this? What will be the next thing that will be happening for you while you're doing so today? About being grateful for all the things that you have done ever since the beginning. You manifesting out of the doubts that you had for yourself, now being the journeying from the 1 to the 5. And you also journeying directly to the sun and achieving, you think, everything, all the dreams that you had come true. Okay? You will be in a place where you will start to feel more protective of what you've achieved. And this is not a warning, but this is just something that I wanted to say to you, collective. This is not the best place to be if you think you already achieved everything. When you are contemplating of who you were and who you are, always know that you should be grateful. Do not challenge your gratitude. Your gratitude is there for a reason, because you most likely will feel like this. You don't want to let this feeling go. This is the sun that you're not trying to let go of, and I think you don't want this happiness to fade away. You're holding on to it so dearly, and you don't want this feeling to fade. Because you're thinking that you might come back to an identity crisis. The journey of the 2 is now upgraded to the journey of the 5. Okay? It looks like that you are afraid that you will be thinking about whatever it is in the past that, you just don't want to let go of this feeling, because you don't want to look back at yourself again in the future, the thinking, have I really maintained this happiness? Have I really maintained this happiness? And so, collective, I want you to know that other people in your life are thinking of you this way. I'll show you. They're thinking of you as if you have the biggest problem in the world. To the people's eyes, they're not seeing this. They're not seeing that you've achieved. I think they are seeing you as a person that is in a dilemma of paradox. You're in a paradox of dilemma. That's what other people think about you. People are not thinking of you as the happy person right now. They're not. They're not thinking that you're happy. They're seeing you like this, in a different way, which is, it seems that you're appearing as a person who could not help them. Remember, this is what you're contemplating about, and you're afraid that you will not be able to repeat that, and so people are starting to believe that. So be careful about how you look at yourself, collective, okay? When you appreciate, you do not overthink about what you appreciate about yourself, because that is you. You don't have to complicate your definitions, and that has to come out. And see, this is your fear. Come on. Come on, collective. This isn't really the way to go. You know, you're already given this opportunity to be grateful about what you achieved. You're already supposed to be happy. Oh my God, why are you not satisfied? Okay? Why are you not satisfied? Collective. Okay? Why are you not satisfied? You know, the thing that I really want to tell you, collective, is when you appreciate you, don't be this. Okay? Don't be the B asterisk TCH or the BASTARD person self-sabotaging you. Okay? That's not what it is supposed to be. Because that's the outcome. Collective, I'm telling this right now because you have both the Tower, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Wheel of Fortune all together. Okay? Collective, please do not think that if you lose your happiness, okay, if things will change again, because it's the Wheel of Fortune, the Wheel of Fortune. If you think your happiness is fading, accept it, okay? But please do not be stuck here. Do not let it be here, okay? Hold on to the happiness. Hold on to it, okay? Because it will remind you that as things will start to change, you will remember that this feeling is important for you to remember. You reaped it. You received it. You are receiving it. So, you know, collective, stay there. Hold on to it. Okay? And I really want to give you that assurance that you can really conquer this, okay? You can. Because here's my advice. It's important that you have to make a detailed plan before starting anything new. So of course, when this new thing happens, just be in the position, okay? Be in the position to hold on to your happiness. Remember this dearly, okay? You are now in the stage of flowers. You're now blooming. You will eventually have a plan in place, and once so, start taking action to get more accomplished as much as possible. And this is the advice of being the Knight of Earth, collective. Be trustworthy, dedicated, protective, and funny. If you want to maintain and appreciate yourself, continue appreciating yourself for who you are, even if things will start to change, even if other people think you're not in that position, be trustworthy, dedicated, protective, and funny. I guarantee you, collective, if you maintain that disposition, you'll be fine. And that is the message for today. It must resonate. If it did, leave a like. If you want me to hope for you, pray for you, if there's anything you'd just like to tell about what this reading brought you, leave a comment. Share this video to somebody that can relate or you think needs to hear this today. Subscribe to the channel so that you'll continue receiving your respective life path messages, and even to be part of this collective and continue to receive as a collective whatever this is. Okay? Remember, You are in a place of happiness. You are in a place of happiness. Then again, my name is Luigi of Cornerstone Tarot, and I wish you all the best.